keydrik. You might already know, but I'ma tell you anyway.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy keydrik here, coming at y'all with a brand new banger. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. And in today's video, I'm back, nigga. We got the Memphis Boogeyman rapper who terrorized his ops and made their crew fall apart gets a RICO charge. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the Family TV been on a roll ever since he dropped that, like, that one little, I ain't gonna say that T Grizzly video, because he always be on a roll, but that T Grizzly video went crazy for him, and then he been on a roll ever since. So we finna see what he talking about. If you got your thing, go ahead and your thing. I got mine. We finna get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, my nigga. And let me turn the motherfucking music off. Let me shut up, and let's get right. You know what I mean?
Nobody wins when the family feels.
Talking through these hoes, always speaking on bread gun. Get that for speaking on bread gun.
That's Moneybagg Yo, right?
A live look from Whitehaven. Now, this is not the scene. You can see we've been pushed back from the perimeter, but police are on the scene of a shooting.
As we walk up to the area, police, they're turning us around. When we try to get up to the area, you can hear the officer right now telling us that we can't come to the gate.
Fuck you, Jay, gon' leave me to die up on my block. How you expect me to climb the same shit as I
ain't ask nobody to jump in my beef. If you wanna be,
is this something between Moneybagg Yo and Big 30? That's Moneybagg Yo, right? Like, I hope I'm not sounding dumb, bro. I don't listen to them niggas.
You expect me to climb the same shit as I
ain't ask nobody to jump in my beef. If you wanna be honest, you niggas got in it cause y'all dick riding on me.
On what happened in the wild moments that led to a shooting at a popular Harbor Town restaurant. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Tonight, police tell us one person has died, and so far no arrests have been made.
Yeah. Well, I'm finna say, so let's get to it, bro. Young Mob.
Oh, shit, yeah. That'll be me.
Yeah. Young Mob. So, man, before you went in and you out now, is it like a big difference out here?
Yeah, it's different. A whole lot of stuff to change now.
It is?
It is different.
It's big difference?
Big difference.
Like, so, you Young Mob, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was a one point of time when I was coming out, when I was filming and shit, like, and just keeping it G, like, it was a lot of people, like, scared of y'all. The beef in the city, man, like, do you think
it's up, man? I don't stop. We ain't doing it for the culture or none of this shit. It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
We're doing heaven and hell, cell, jail, however. It's just up. It ain't never gonna stop.
Fam, in today's video, we're talking about one of Memphis' most violent and closely watched street gangs. A gang known for extreme violence, loyalty to the set, and deep roots in Memphis neighborhoods. This gang has been on law enforcement radar for years, and now 8 of its alleged members have officially been hit with the federal RICO within the last 48 hours of me doing this video. The U.S. Department of Justice say that this gang, who we'll later speak on, is behind a string of crimes that sound like something out of a war zone, including murders in public places, armed robberies, kidnappings, drug trafficking, and arson. This isn't just beef. This is organized chaos unfolding in real time. According to the indictment, members of this alleged gang had went on
okay, so this is the RICO case, them versus the state. So you got Brian Nels, Brian Lackland, Paul Nelson, Mohead Samba, Braxton, Edgar, Gerard, Larry,
of violence that spanned years. In one case, which we'll later go into full detail, they allegedly murdered a suspect rival in a McDonald's drive-thru, then torched a getaway car. In another, members robbed customers at a Memphis restaurant, only for one of their own to get shot and killed by a local rapper, and later dumped at a nearby fire station. Other crimes included a failed murder attempt in March of 2024 and a brazen armed robbery at a Memphis tattoo shop, which they had abandoned due to police, only to return hours later to finish the job. The feds say that wasn't random. It was part of a calculated effort to control territory and instill fear. Today, we break down exactly what's in this indictment, who the 8 men are, and what kind of time they facing. Some are looking at life in prison, if convicted. We're also going to the public reactions, the beef within their own cliques, and the broader gang war brewing in Memphis. and why this case might just be the start of something bigger. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Nowadays, everything end up on a diss track, but then it ends in a federal indictment. In Memphis, gang ties don't fade when the music get loud. They get louder. According to the feds, one of the city's most feared and tight-knit groups, known as Young Mob Military, or MOB, replaced the O with the 8, has dominated the streets, infiltrated with the music scene, and gone head first into open war with rivals, the police,
that
the music scene.
I seen it. Man, I can't put my finger on where I seen it, but I seen it.
And gone head first into open war with rivals, the police, and even within themselves. And by 2025, the feds would bring down a hammer, charging the group with another RICO, the third one in 3 decades. But to understand the fall, we gotta go back to the beef, the blood, and the code that ruled the mob.
They
Young
got
Mob,
3 RICOs
also known by the feds
decades?
as Young Mob Military, or MOB, is a hybrid crew, a street and prison-based organization with members from Blood, Crips, GDs, and even more, all unified under the 8-ball flag. Many members trace their roots to Walker Homes, a well-known neighborhood in Memphis, with talents like OG Boo trace their GDs and even more, all unified under the 8-ball flag. Many members trace their roots to Walker Homes, a well-known neighborhood in Memphis, with talents like OG Boo Dirty, Moneybagg Yo, Finesse 2 Times, BEO Kenny, and Stupid Duke. On the streets, it may be enforced loyalty through violence and behind bars. According to the feds, they sparked yard wars with organizations like FVM, MAB, which was allegedly a part of their set. According to the feds, over turf, gang politics, and control. But to be honest, despite different backgrounds, MAB members put the MOB before all, even their own nation. And this loyalty will lead them to war with rivals and eventually the law. In the world of Memphis rap, it's only a few names that ring louder than Moneybagg Yo and OG Boo Dirty. Both artists with ties to the mob, as we mentioned. But the bond broke years ago when Moneybagg Yo had signed with Yo Gotti, a longtime enemy of OG Boo Dirty. In prison at the time was OG Boo Dirty's blood brother, Brian Stupid Duke Lachlan, who took it personal. He dropped a diss track aimed at Moneybagg Yo, questioning his loyalty and accusing him of betraying his roots. Now before I play what Stupid Duke had to say in his song, response to Moneybagg Yo diss Thinking Out Loud, we gotta play what Moneybagg Yo said in his track Thinking Out Loud that offended Stupid Duke.
How you talking shit behind jail walls? I just sent you some money. Fuck me up, I was like a blind man, I ain't see this shit come.
Now as mentioned, Stupid Duke was incarcerated, and he allegedly dissed him in an interview while incarcerated. But Moneybagg Yo didn't stop there. He had some more to say.
The nerve trying to diss, laughed at it, I'm just finding it funny. I really can get with the shit for real and get you stuck up in that bitch.
And Stupid Duke had this to say even while incarcerated. Now later on, OG Boo Dirty will later speak on the riff in an interview confirming that the Yo Gotti and Moneybagg Yo alliance had fractured the mob's inner circle.
Again, we were chilling. Me and my people, we were chilling. They called out the blue, said, hey bro, like, you know, bro at the Fed Reform, everybody performing at the Fed Reform, like, bro wanna holler at you. I'm like, who up, bro? They're like, got it. It was before the day though, it was like 4 days before. We chopped it up. This the first time me and him ever chopped it up in life. But yeah, we didn't even speak on no old shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
VMF. I know it's another VMF in Gary. This is in Memphis. Y'all be man, this, man.
Speak on none of the shit, the past shit that went on with us, what went on in the city. We didn't even bring it up. Yo, bro, got it on Boo. Blah, 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 blah. This what we doing. This, that. I ain't on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's enough money out here for everybody. That was the end of it.
How big was that for the city of Memphis?
I mean, it was very big because the city was divided. Then at the time you had Moneybagg had already signed with Gotti. He was from our side, you see what I'm saying? So it made it more divided. So it really like bridged the gap a little bit. But it hurt the gap too because all the street niggas that was involved in it, all the other shit that came with what happened between me and him, they ain't understand it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't understanding until some of them still don't understand it, but majority of them understand it now, 3-4 years later than back then when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you have to look at the majority of our homeboys and shit. You got to look at they 20 to 28 years old, so they still moving one way. So a lot of shit looked crazy to them 4-5 years ago. Don't look crazy to them no more, cause they was our age now.
Yeah.
When we made the situation, when we made the transition, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could kind of see that, like, okay, damn, this what brother did 4 years ago. Well, he realized he wasn't on it.
Now at the time, CEO 30, a rising Memphis rapper affiliated with KSBG according to the feds, which allegedly stands for Kickback Gang, had signed the Moneybagg Yo, but then began.
This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, I was trying to just keep my thoughts to myself because I know, like, you know what I'm saying, there's some people y'all like to hear me talk. Other motherfuckers, they don't want to hear me yap. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, these names are getting out of hand. And then on top of it, it's like niggas is gang banging names, the same gangs as other places. Y'all don't throwing y'all life away behind the gang. And it's some niggas who claim the same gang as y'all. It's a whole different gang. It's a whole different gang, but they claim the same gang. A whole different gang, whole different politics, whole different demographic. But y'all both throwing y'all life away behind these 3 letters. These dumbass letters. And what do the letters mean? KSBG, kick shit back gang.
And have a fallout with him too. Caught between the streets.
One more time.
With KSBG according to the feds, which allegedly stands for Kickback Gang, had signed the Moneybagg Yo, but then began to have a fallout with him too. Caught between the streets, politics, and industry loyalty. What started as rap beef turned into real bloodshed. And this new, recently unsealed federal indictment.
Okay, so Spooky Duke, he a rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's they rapper from MOB.
Just 48 hours ago, prior to me doing this video, it was confirmed that not long after the diss record, when Stupid Duke was released from jail, he was allegedly shot, with documents pointing fingers at someone from KSBG, the crew affiliated with CEO 30, which led to a full-blown war. Because in the streets of Memphis, retaliation isn't optional, it's a protocol. But according to this recent indictment, retaliation will come. January 28, 2022, Big Nuskie, a 26-year-old with ties to Moneybagg Yo and CEO 30. He was gunned down at the New Horizon River Apartments. He was shot multiple times and died on the scene. May he rest in peace and love condolences to his family. Rumors spread it quick that it was payback for Duke's shooting, triggering a bloody chain reaction. Hours later, after the news had confirmed that Big Nuskie had lost his life, Stupid Duke had went live and said this.
Hey, Bruce ain't got no gas money to get to me, man. Hey, Bruce ain't got no gas money. He around gas 5-6 times trying to come around me. What's up, Big Duke? What's up, Cat Punk? They go around gas 7 times, broke ass nigga. Everywhere I go, I got some hitters in the fight with me. About to get skunked to score, looking bad, look like someone about to get skunked to score, looking bad, look like someone about to get skunked. Look like someone about to get skunked.
Was they trolling you though?
Man, I'm driving low right now, my uncle ride gas 10 times before they make it over here. Broke ass niggas.
So you gonna ride gas 10 times.
What's up, little man? Man, we caught we hit him from his head to his fucking feet. Motherfucker like some walking dead right now.
A live look from Whitehaven. Now, this is not the scene. You can see we've been pushed back from the perimeter, but police are on the scene of a shooting. Thank you for joining us tonight at 9. I'm Daryl Green. Moral Purpose is off tonight. Now, we begin with that breaking news. This is the 3700 block of Casaza Road. A man has been shot. Fox 13's Lakia Scott is there live. Lakia, what can you tell us? What have you found out?
This
That's right, Daryl. I am at the New Horizon River Apartments in the 3000 block of Kazaza. Now, what we're being told is that police were dispatched here about an hour ago after getting a call about gunshots being fired in the area. Now, what we do know right now is that police are reporting that one male victim was shot here on this scene. Now, again, the victim did not survive his injuries. Now, we're here on the scene right now, but we cannot seem to get too close to the scene. As we walk up to the area, police they're turning us around when we try to get up to the area. You can hear the officer right now telling us that we can't come to the gate. What we're seeing are some cars back here behind the gate. Can't really see visually the vehicles, but we do see the flashing lights. There are no blue lights on the scene, but we do see white flashing lights. You see the officers right now telling us that we have to back up and back away from the scene. Now, what we're learning right now here on Fox 13 is that the victim is 26 years old. The victim who's pronounced dead is 26 years old. Again, police on the scene in the 3000 block of Kazaza in Whitehaven at New Horizon River Apartments. Now, we can't go back behind the gates. We've seen cars coming to the area, but as they come up to the gate, they're being turned around. And as I'm looking back this way, back here, over here by the cars, by the vehicles, you see there are about 4 or 5 vehicles right now trying to get up through this way. I'm not sure if they are residents here at this apartment complex, but they are trying to come to this area to see what exactly is going on. But police, again, are turning folks around, so we can't get really close to the crime scene. And it's kind of unusual. That crime scene is pretty dark. Again, you can't really see the vehicles. You see the white lights flashing. You can obviously tell that those are police cars, but not a crime scene with the typical blue lights. But we will continue to follow that. Police are reporting that they do not have any suspects in this case at this time. Again, a 26-year-old shot. And
all right. I can't.
With them break, missing them as well.
The family, bro. You just almost made me zone out, bro. I'm gonna be losing viewers. You keep throwing in them long ass clips. Just cut it out when this one. You know what I'm saying?
Fox 13.
Now, not only did he go live, but Big Duke had did a song dissing him as well. But it wasn't just a diss from Big Duke. At this point, it was tension with them Bread Gang. The beef that Big 30 stepped in now got bloody. And Moneybagg Yo didn't attend the funeral.
Let me take a break and throw on some of that clap. Let me put on some of that clap real quick, bro. Cause he tweaking, not me. Oh, my fault.
For Big Nuskie, Big 30 felt some type of way. And according to Big 30, he ain't get in that car neither. Shortly after Nuskie's death, Moneybagg Yo had dropped a song called Airball after hearing the leaked CEO 30 diss track. Fans noticed that Big 30 and Moneybagg Yo wasn't around each other no more. And the track Big 30 had released felt like he was venting about how Moneybagg Yo abandoned Nuskie and him, calling out the disloyalty and the street politics. Lyrics that once felt like art begin to sound more like evidence.
How the fuck you just gon' leave me to die up on my block? How you expect me to climb the same shit as a
to win, my nigga? What a love. Real I made you. Created a player, it came with a chain and bug.
About my cousin, I'ma die for.
Hold on.
Begin to sound more like evidence.
How the fuck you just gon' leave me to die up on my block? How you expect me to climb the same shit as a
to win, my nigga? What a love. Real I.
Okay, so Big 30 basically like, nigga, he like, bro, y'all already did some flawed shit when we was in one of them situations. You get what I'm saying? We was in them situations, y'all did some flawed shit. Y'all left me down on my block. And then on top of that, y'all want me to sit here and claim the same shit as these op-ass niggas because y'all trying to do some click up and shit. You get what I'm saying?
I made you. Created a player, it came with a chain and bug.
About my cousin, I'ma die, fuck around and go federal. Now let me not talk like that.
Here's by Nuskie ball. You ain't the only one that took that fucking loss. All that secret smoke got me pissed off. Head told me to chill. I'm like, hell no.
Why you going back and forth like this? Because he definitely talk about Nuskie, and I know, like 30 said about my cousin, y'all know Nuskie, I ain't gonna lie, y'all thought like Shiesty was 30's man, but Nuskie You know what I'm saying? Like, I only know him because he was around 30 so much. I only his face card. For me, a nigga in Chicago, I only know his face card because how much he was around 30. So I know, you know, y'all heard me when he popped out. I'm like, oh yeah, that was 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Really I made you. Created a player, it came with a chain and book.
Now my cousin, I'ma die, fuck around and go federal. Now let me not talk like that.
Here's by Nuskie ball. You ain't the only one that took that fucking loss. All that secret smoke got me pissed off. Head told me to chill. I'm like, hell no.
This shit so crazy how you played it and blinded on us. I wasn't gonna say shit about it first, but you done dropped your
did shit for me. I ain't asked nobody to jump in my beef. If you wanna be honest, you niggas got in it cause y'all dick riding on me.
Don't say what I do to you. Yo, shake guys, I need to attend my nigga funeral.
You going back to my hood of choice right now. I can throw a parade on Kings Creek. They say all that shit that you put in the song that day when you seen me.
Ain't glued to you. Guess you ain't slack, cause that's just something that you ain't used to do. Once you took 100 pounds.
Now at this point, it seemed like the mob was winning the war, and they was creating division within their own camps. Yet and still, the mob didn't let up, because according to this recent federal indictment on a RICO, just 4 months after Nuskie lost his life, the mob would strike back. May 28, 2022, a young mob member, Muhammad Samba, aka Ski, had exchanged messages with another young mob associate about the location of members of the rival KSBG gang, affiliated with CEO 30, near the Southland Mall in Memphis, Tennessee, and on at about May 28, 2022, Samba and other young mob members shot and killed Jasper Strickland, also known as Cheese Dollar. May he rest in peace and level condolences to his family. They also shot and injured Cheese Dollar. May young mob members shot and killed Jasper Strickland, also known as Cheese Dollar. May he rest in peace and level condolences to his family. They also shot and injured a man that was only identified in the indictment as KC. Also, a man identified as JB was shot. Apparently, Jasper Strickland, KC, and JB were members of the rival KSBG gang. They shot 3 and 1 was killed. They were seated in the car at a McDonald's restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee, near the Southland Mall. On May 28, 2022, young mob members and associates.
I ain't gonna lie, damn, even in Tennessee, even in Memphis too, 2022 was one of them years, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you just had to be there. 2022, 10 years straight from 2012. I ain't gonna lie, bro. 2022 was one of them years. I ain't gonna lie.
Had burned the stolen silver 2011 Infiniti M37 in Memphis, Tennessee, that had been used in the murder of Jasper Strickland. Apparently, on the 13th, about 2 weeks earlier, a guy named Paul Nelson, aka Big Paul, and Lackland, aka Stupid Duke, received exchanged information about the location of a man only identified as TT, but apparently he's a musician associated with Bread Gang Entertainment, a rival music label as mentioned, for the purpose of robbing and assaulting TT. For those who've been with us for some time now, we did this story. That artist was later identified as Tripstar. Later that day, Nelson, Cox, and Winston had traveled to Tug's Casual Grill in Memphis. Apparently, Lackland called the hit, aka Stupid Duke, for the purpose of robbing and assaulting Tripstar. Nelson and Winston, both armed with brandishing firearms, attempt to rob TT, who was seated outside the restaurant. Winston, armed with the brandishing a rifle, chased TT into Tug's restaurant. On or about May 13, 2023, the same day, Nelson, armed with the brandishing a firearm, had robbed AB at Tug's restaurant. That same day, TT hid inside the bathroom of Tug's restaurant, aka Tripstar. As Winston searched for him, when Winston entered the bathroom, armed with the rifle, Tripstar shot Winston from the ceiling. Nelson, Cox, Winston then fled the scene in a stolen black 2020 Nissan Maxima and drove to a nearby Memphis fire station where Nelson and Cox had left Winston, who was later dead from his wounds. May he rest in peace.
Wait a second.
Shot Winston the same day at Nelson's restaurant. Winston, armed with the brandishing a rifle, chased TT into Tug's restaurant. On or about to Tug's entertainment.
I'm sorry, bro. I gotta run that whole.
A guy named Paul.
Cause it's so much information at once. He just went from the McDonald's murder to the Tug's murder, and now they just left. They sat there. Their homie was shot. They sat there, left. They drove to a fucking fire station, dropped their homie off at the fire station, and left him there. What? One more time.
2011 Infinity M37 in Memphis, Tennessee, that had been used in the murder of Jasper Strickland. Apparently, on the 13th, about 2 weeks earlier, a guy named Paul Nelson, aka Big Paul, and Lackland, aka Stupid Duke, received exchanged information about the location of a man only identified as TT, but apparently he's a musician.
Okay, so the rapper Stupid Duke and the light-skinned nigga received information about a rapper named TT. It says, on about May 13th, Nelson and Lackland received exchange information of the location of TT, a musician associated with Bread Game Entertainment, a rival music label, for the purpose of robbing and assaulting them. So we like, oh man, we're gonna pull up on him, we're gonna stain this nigga. Okay, he Lackland, we're gonna pull up and stain him, rob him, we're gonna embarrass this nigga real quick, you know what I'm saying?
Associated with Bread Game Entertainment, a rival music label, as mentioned, for the purpose of robbing and assaulting TT. For those who've been with us for some time now, we did this story. That artist was later identified as Tripstar. Later that day, Nelson, Cox, and Winston had traveled to Tug's Casual Grill in Memphis. Apparently, Lackland called the hit, aka Stupid Duke, for the purpose of robbing and assaulting Tripstar. Nelson and Winston, both armed with brandishing firearms, attempt to rob TT, who was seated outside the restaurant. Winston, armed with the brandishing a rifle, chased TT into Tug's restaurant. On or about May 13, 2023, the same day, Nelson, armed with and brandishing a firearm, had robbed AB at Tug's restaurant. That same day, TT hid inside the bathroom of Tug's restaurant, aka Tripstar. As Winston searched for him, when Winston entered the bathroom, armed with a rifle, Tripstar shot Winston from the ceiling. Nelson, Cox, Winston then fled the scene in a stolen black Star. As Winston searched for him, when Winston entered the bathroom, armed with a rifle, Tripstar shot Winston from the ceiling. Nelson, Cox, Winston then fled the scene in a stolen black 2020 Nissan Maxima and drove to a nearby Memphis fire station.
Oh, wait a second. So they went there trying to rob and assault. They went there trying to rob and assault him, right? But he was outside and seen the play coming, because you clearly, if you outside, you see this nigga got a fat ass AK in his hand, a fat ass rifle in his hand. These niggas keyed up. This nigga got a Glock. This nigga got a fat ass AK. You know what I'm saying? And you know you a face. He already saw what they was on, so he instantly hit the feet. You know what I'm saying? He hit feet. Boom, hit feet. He get in the restaurant. He in the restaurant. He running through that bitch. He trying to get loose. Now he hit the bathroom on him because he low key had some ground to hit the bathroom. That's what it sounded like. He had some room to be able to hit the bathroom. And then when he hit the bathroom, he probably was in like a stall, because they got the bathroom for the dudes. You got the urinal and you got the actual stall with the toilet. He probably in a stall, on a stall, waiting on him to come in the bathroom. You get what I'm saying, with his pipe. And so then once dude rushing in the bathroom thinking he big and tough because he got that fat ass AK, got his ass popped. I think that's what he said just happened.
Attempt to rob TT, who was seated outside the restaurant. Winston, armed with the brandishing a rifle, chased TT into Tug's restaurant. On or about May 13, 2023, the same day, Nelson, armed with and brandishing a firearm, had robbed AB at Tug's restaurant. That same day, TT hid inside the bathroom of Tug's restaurant, aka Tripstar. As Winston searched for him, when Winston entered the bathroom, armed with a rifle, Tripstar shot Winston from the ceiling. Nelson, Cox, Winston then fled the scene in a stolen black 2020 Nissan Maxima.
So yeah, he tried to chase him in there, got popped, failed mission. Him and the other two of his homies, they go back, they run back, try to bail in the car. They in the car, they panic, and his homie shot and shit. They knowing, like, nigga, the police is looking for us. We just ran into this hot ass store with these fat ass guns, you know what I'm saying? The police looking for us, and you shot. This was a terrible mission going wrong. And now they panicking, and they dropped the nigga off at the fucking fire station.
And drove to a nearby Memphis fire station where Nelson and Cox had left Winston, who was later dead from his wounds. May he rest in peace. Love and condolences to his family. Later on that night, young mob members and associates had burned the stolen black 2020 Nissan Maxima in Memphis that had been used in the robbery attempt at Tug's Casual Grill.
Details first at 6 on what happened in the wild moments that led to a shooting at a popular Harbor Town restaurant. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
Memphis, y'all getting active. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all getting active. It is big gangs. Like, Chicago got a lot of gangs because it's real gang oriented, but Chicago not like back in the day to the point where it's real big ass gangs. You get what I'm saying? Like the GDs over deep. All the GDs on one accord, they deep. You get what I'm saying? BDs deep. They all on one accord. The Mickey Cobras deep. They on one accord. You see what I'm saying? It's right now. It's more like everybody just on their own shit. It's like crews and cliques and blocks and you know what I'm saying. It ain't really too big like some big. You know what I'm saying? Like oh yeah, this all our territory. This big ass gang is 200 of us. They deep getting Memphis. They deep getting like what?
Tonight, police tell us one person has died and so far no arrests have been made. WRG's Shay Arthur has the latest.
Flashing blue lights, crime scene tapes surrounding a
deep gangs got niggas with money.
Town shopping center, an unfamiliar sight on a busy Saturday night around dinner time.
I'm shaken. I'm shaken that my mother, my 85-year-old mother, was running, panting.
Here's what Memphis police tell us took place. Around 7:30, officers showed up after getting word shots were fired inside Tug's Casual Grill. When police arrived, they found 2 off-duty out-of-state officers inside the restaurant. While clearing the building, they heard a loud crash, discovering a man had fallen through the ceiling of the kitchen. In a report, police referred to him as both a victim and a suspect. He was detained, telling investigators he was on a date, eating with his girlfriend on the front porch of the restaurant when a black car pulled up. 2 people got out and chased him into the restaurant. He went into the bathroom and climbed into the ceiling, trying to escape. Detectives located a gun in the bathroom along with 22 spent shell casings next to the weapon. 2 men were seen taking off in a black Nissan Maxima. Minutes later, one of the suspects was dropped off at a nearby fire station, later dying at the hospital. Police called the case an attempted robbery. Back at the restaurant today, we were there as maintenance was performed around the building. A sign posted on the door saying Tug's will be closed until further notice. The restaurant said approximately 50 customers were inside at the time of the incident and were safely escorted out. Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
Dang.
And if you know anything about this case, give Crime Stoppers a call and hold us in a statement.
Go on No Jumper and speak about this situation. Thank God he survived. But just like CEO 30, he had left the label.
So he did survive. Because he had posted that video. And you know, when he be posting, when the family posts videos, niggas be dying. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the videos the family be posting, if they on the front page, they either the suspect or they be dying. So when he just showed that he posted a video about him, I thought like, damn, he died. So I'm trying to put the story together, but then I'm like, the story don't sound like he died, you know, bro. So he is alive. Told the story. That's raw. That I ain't gonna lie, he was on point, but he was on point. He was on point. No problem. He was on point. And he know he the target. So he got him being the target away from his people who he was with, who was with his girl. He got himself away from his girl. So they chased him, you know what I'm saying, not worried about his girl. He got himself away from all the people, and he went to the ceiling. He did some smart shit, and he popped a nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I respect him. I respect him. That's a wild story. Like a lot of people, they not doing what he did. They not even thinking that fast. You get what I'm saying? Like that's quick thinking. He on his toes. He on point. You get what I'm saying? Booking into the restaurant after he's sitting down outside, and then get in the ceiling. The police searching the building. Imagine the cop who saw this nigga fall through the ceiling. Imagine what he had to see. Cause he's sitting there, got chased, and then fell through he in the ceiling. Popped the nigga through the ceiling, bro. He popped the nigga while he in the ceiling. And then he crawled through the ceiling, fell through the ceiling. In the restaurant, in the kitchen.
Situation. Thank God he survived. But just like CEO 30, he had left the label. Having this indictment in 2025 and looking back at this situation almost 3 years ago, well, it shows. When Tripstar was asked who was the first person he talked to, he mentioned it was Moneybagg Yo, and he told him to come to his house in LA, and that's what he did. I'm assuming they knew who it was.
Yeah, it was recent. That probably like a month ago, Alex.
A month ago?
Probably less than a month.
So break it down for me. You're at a restaurant, just a regular ass restaurant?
Yeah, I'm in a restaurant eating outside.
Eating outside. And what, somebody tries to relieve you of your jewelry, I'm guessing?
For sure the jury. For Sure, with the jury, cause I don't beef. Like I told him, for my city, I don't beef with no nigga. Like I'm getting money. I don't, you know, I fuck with the robbers. Like they respect me. They fuck with me in my city. I ain't never had no beef. I ain't never fuck with nobody in my city. Like everybody vouch for me. Like call anybody from my city. Like ask about me. Like they gonna tell you Trip just getting money. He don't fuck with no nigga like him.
Yeah, no bro, he ain't trolling.
Don't
he
even
ain't,
fuck with me.
Yeah,
Like they like respect. Like cause I show too much respect to the world. Like
Right.
so I'm showing Bones respect. Junkie, I don't care what you is. Whatever.
And this was just like a random ass person thinking they were gonna do something.
This shit, some guys jumped out on me.
And how did you manage to get the upper hand in this situation, assuming that they had the element of surprise?
I'm just already paranoid. I'm just paranoid, always on point, looking. I'm just watching everything. I peeped some. I peeped it a couple times. I was already prepared. I did my shit.
And shit just got handled right there at the restaurant.
Yeah, self-defense.
Right. And did you get arrested? Like, how did this unfold afterwards?
I went to jail, for sure.
For a brief period of time, I'm guessing?
Sure.
And then what, they checked the cameras and they ended up deciding that you weren't in the wrong?
Self-defense.
Mr. Self-Defense.
Self-defense.
That could be your rap name. If you wanted to be a little foolish with it. It's Mr. Self-Defense. It's kind of got a ring to it.
Did y'all just see that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But don't even question it. As long as it's good and we good. Come on, let's keep the video going. This shit long.
I like that laugh.
I'm finna speed it up. I'm finna speed this shit up. 1.29. Speed it up.
No, yeah, man.
I'm going on 40 minutes.
It happened fast too. That shit, I'm trauma from that shit right now. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I mean, even though it was self-defense and you probably feel like you did the right things, it's still tough to deal with it, just having that on, like, weighing on your conscience.
For sure, because I got so much shit going for myself, good ass shit, so that shit doesn't, you know, that shit a flash cross.
Right. So that didn't create more problems for you in the streets afterwards, though?
I don't know, man. I just left, man. My mom wanted me to leave.
Oh, so you left. You're not even staying out there anymore?
I never was staying out there.
Oh, you haven't been staying in Memphis for a while?
No, I wouldn't. It ain't been a while. Probably been like a year, probably. I already wasn't living there. Like, yeah. I already wasn't living there, man.
How'd Moneybagg feel when he heard about this?
He was just glad I was alive.
Right.
He was just like, man, just come out here, man, come to my house. I went straight to his house like next day.
Do you look at that situation like you kind of made a mistake, though, by just being that publicly available?
For sure, Adam.
You shouldn't have been moving around like that?
For sure, Adam. No matter how high class the restaurant I thought it was, nothing can happen because where I was high class, bro.
Really?
Like
Okay.
judges, police live there, like prosecute, like it's $1 million houses where I was at. Like this some nice shit. You don't even supposed to be like they crack, like they were crazy. Like they won't even like I ain't gonna lie, smart people that be on it don't even do shit like right there. You know what I'm saying? You from Memphis, you know, like come on, man. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's the streets. It's the streets. Like
better you than him.
No.
Or better him than you. I mean, I don't know him, but
nah, man. But for sure, like, yeah, man, self-defense though.
Right.
That's what we running with. Man.
But did you even have to like have your lawyer kind of fight it or anything, or did they just let it go right away?
That shit was right there, man. That shit didn't even make it nowhere.
Now at this point, Moneybagg Yo refused to respond to Young Mob. CEO 30 and Tripstar had left Bread Gang, and CEO 30 can't let it go. He lost 2 and 3 months because of this war. Then he stepped in for Moneybagg Yo. But according to the feds, Young Mob ain't stopped terrorizing. And Spooky Duke, or Stupid Duke, every time he get a drop, he was applying pressure. The following year, March 17, 2024, Stupid Duke sent a text message to Beck identifying the location of an unidentified male on Glenker Street in Memphis, Tennessee. That same day, Beck sent a message to Stupid Duke asking if the unidentified male...
They say Spooky Duke, when he get a drop, he sending a blitz. It ain't funny. I'm not laughing at that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying, but it's the way the family TV just put it down. He said shit because they thought they was dying out from the war, but shit, on the other hand, Spooky Duke, Stupid Duke, other known as Spooky Duke. Hold on, look how he said it.
24, Stupid Duke said every time he get a drop, he was applying. But according to the Yo 30 can't let it go. He lost 2 and 3 months because of this war. Then he stepped in for Moneybagg Yo. But according to the feds, Young Mob ain't stopped terrorizing. And Spooky Duke, or Stupid Duke, every time he get a drop, he was applying pressure. The following year, March 17, 2024, Stupid Duke sent a text message to Beck identifying the location of an unidentified male on Glenker Street in Memphis, Tennessee. That same day, Beck sent a message to Stupid Duke asking if the unidentified male was armed with the firearm. Beck and another member and associates of Young Mob to murder this unidentified male in Memphis, Tennessee. But it seemed like the feds was watching Stupid Duke at this time at least, or at least tapped his phone, because when they got there, they was met by a heavy presence of police at the location. After that attempt murder on unidentified male 1, the same Young Mob member and associate who told Stupid Duke about the unidentified male presence on Glenker Street had told Stupid Duke he would have killed him himself if he would have had his firearm. Now before we continue, fam, I want to be clear. Those might remember last year we did a story about some paperwork being floating around with Moneybagg Yo government initials being in paperwork identifying these shooters, especially the one for Nuskie. I covered it, but it was strange because only people who was associated with the case would have had that information. Little did we know 1 year later in this RICO, we would know why. And for those who want to check that out, I'll leave the link in the bio for you to check out after this video. But let's continue on this RICO indictment. Now between April 29th, 2024 and May 2nd, 2024, the feds and the Western District of Tennessee had made an agreement. The state was going to lock Big Duke up on trafficking charges. In return, the feds will continue their racketeering case and prepare to give it to him, as we just mentioned, while we doing this video, mid-2025. And yes, Stupid Duke was hit with the RICO that includes murder, firearm possessions, as if though he was the leader calling hits on a rival crew that caused the label owner to go with a whole new label name, Loaf Boys. For everyone who lost their life in this story, once again, I do want to say rest in peace and love and condolences to you guys' family. Anyone who was affected by this story, we want to send love and prayers y'all way. In the end, Young Mob operated like they named, the mob, chain of command. At the center of it all, according to the feds, was Stupid Duke, the Memphis boogeyman, a name whispered in jail calls, diss tracks, and on the streets. He wasn't just a rapper or a shot caller. He was the one the feds say called the plays, even from behind the wall. And the crew behind him, Young Mob, wasn't just talk. They stood on business. From broad day robberies to retaliation in a fast food drive-thru, they made sure their names meant something. But in the end, the same reputation caught up to them. Now, like the generation before them, the leaders are in shackles, the soldiers are in cells, and the streets that once feared them are watching the story come to a close, for at least this generation, one federal charge at a time. Will the cycle break next generation, or will it repeat itself? Y'all let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. As more develop, I'll keep you guys updated. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and today, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
I'm not gonna lie, the way he be like articulating his words and putting the story together, he be like, damn, cause for real, like, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and your boy Keller. Make sure you leave a like, nigga. I just dropped a 40-minute video for you. If you still watching me and you don't leave a like, nigga, you a hating ass nigga. I can't even lie to you. If you're watching right now and you don't drop a like, drop a little comment to say what up to a nigga, cause you know I'ma respond to it, you a hating ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But look, it's me, your boy Killer. I'm gonna catch y'all on that next one.